suck water out of a rag for 24 hours at a time. I never had a birthday growing up, never had Christmas, never been trick-or-treating. What else? Let's see. Feast of Tabernacles, Days of Unleavened Bread, Pentecost. The list goes on. Because of that, possibly because of that, I've become definitely a spiritual type of person. However, I've had a lot of spiritual warfare. I want to get to the point here and make this as short as possible so it's not a 5-hour video. Because the point is probably what, it's very selfish of me that I don't want to share, like, the basic, simple, if you were to calculate all the verses in the Bible, okay, and you were to sit there and put them all together, and you're sit there and try to figure everything out, and all the different, poets that wrote in the Bible, and all the different man's words. Remember, these were man's words that wrote the Bible. This is not like, I don't want to spend a whole fucking day here preaching. I just want to get this over with, but I'm kind of enjoying the camera, so, I'm looking good right now. I like it, even with the Hindu hat. To skip over all my bullshit that I've been through and to save you all from having to deal with my stories and, to buff everything up, fuck buffing everything up. I'm just going to get straight to the point. As selfish as I'd like to be with my information that has helped me become who I am today, I'm not going to be selfish with it. I'm going to go ahead and share it, and hopefully everyone can benefit from it. Basically, this is what it boils down to out there in this religious world. Obviously, Christianity has taken over. It's obviously stolen me from my father. It's separated my parents. It's done a lot of shit, and it does whatever it needs to do to fucking conquer, or at least maybe not that itself, maybe not Christianity, but the whole Jesus part at least is definitely conquering, because I was adopted into to a Christian family, if you will. At the time, they were like old school Testament folks, but they were religious none yet. My biological father, is an atheist, so I was taken from an atheist father and adopted into a religion that well, any religion for that matter would have probably got me here to the same place anyhow. So basically, at one point in my life, I accepted Jesus into my life, and I'm going to be honest with you folks. Now, when I did that, I cried a lot. I wanted to get him out of my body. It felt to me like it didn't belong, like something was wrong with that. Possibly that Jesus was something that wasn't good. But yet, when I took Jesus into my life, I definitely noticed a change in my life when I was with my wife. I didn't look at other women with lust. I was walking a pretty good holy path, if you will, as far as being righteous. But man, I dealt with so much warfare, spiritual type of warfare in my head. I wanted to get it out of me. Whatever was inside of me, I was crying so much, and I was trying to get it out of me. It was just like stuck in me, and I just didn't want it in me. So after all that, I ended up losing my first wife, and I kind of got mad at God or Jesus or whatever, and I took all my anger out on that, and was like, fuck religion, man, this is bullshit. I wish I would have never been taken away from my father who molested me. I wish I would have rather been there with him than been thrown into a house with another German guy who beat me with a fucking belt, made me pull down my pants and spank my ass and all that shit when I got in trouble. And it was just like, I would have rather just worked things out with my original father than to have been thrown into this whole religious hogwash of the bullshit, fucking junky ass fucking bullshit, man. It's bullshit. But unfortunately, I was adopted into it, and here's what happened. I've been stolen from judgmental bullshit, okay, which is bullshit, that sits there and fucks with you because you've been taught a certain way. I'm not gonna try to like teach you guys, folks, nothing. I just want to share with you what's gone on in my life, and then we'll work it from there. But I want to tell you guys something. Hold on. Let me get stage ready for this. I would like to freaking share something with you, folks. I just don't know if I could do that. My name is like, I was raised by a guy named John Gerlach, and he talks like this, and he tells me, if you want to get that spirit out of you, Patrick, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be easy. It's going to come back at you. You're going to stir that wasp nest up, and it's going to come back at you 10 times as hard, Patrick. You don't want to do that. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, Don. Why don't you go back in your closet, fly to Jerusalem, bullshit with the freaking Union Carpenters Union, and tell them how much you think the Union Carpenters shouldn't be there, that you're not down for unity. Well, of course you're not. You're a fucking Christian, dude. That's what's wrong with you, okay? Christians are full of fucking shit, and all religions are full of shit. As far as the Christian religion goes, perfect and undefiled religion before God is visiting widows and orphans and being unspotted by the world. And therefore, if you're not hanging out, visiting orphans and widows, and that's not what you're doing with your time, and you're not staying unspotted by the world, whatever that verse means, okay? If you're not staying unspotted by the world, and you're not doing those things, then you are not practicing perfect religion, okay? According to this word of the Bible. It's pretty fucking simple, man. So, the churches don't want to tell you what perfect religion is, because if they did that, you might leave their church and start hanging out at freaking orphanages and hanging out at old folks' retirement homes and shit, instead of coming to church on Sunday. They want your fucking money. It's simple as that. Why do you think I haven't had any ministers? Why do you think 10 years ago when I told Pastor Damien Kyle that I'm the number 666 of the Bible, why do you think he told me no, you're not? Because he probably knew that I was, and he just wanted to keep things rolling. He doesn't want to quit now. He's the leader of a fucking good growing church, Calvary Chapel. He wants to keep all those people coming. He likes the money. He likes the attention. He likes the respect he gets there in the church. He's a very good speaker. He knows his fucking shit. But when I come to him and tell him my problem, what does he do? He says, that's nothing. Just blow that off. So for 10 fucking years in my head, I'm dealing with the 666 thing. Well, guess what, folks? More and more and more evidence is piling up that this is actually true. And then I got stupid people, are you trying to concentrate on numbers and numerology? Because that's probably why it's going to happen, why it's happening to you, because you're concentrating on it. Okay, Brother Rob of freaking Manteca, Patrick Verford of Calvary Chapel, Manteca. Who else do we got? Let's see. We got Damien Kyle from Calvary Chapel, Modesto. Then there's this guy in Tulsa, total fucking prickhead. Basically, if you're a minister and you're going to preach something called Come All Ye Sinners the Way You Are, if I come into your church, and which I've never done, but if I did come into your church and I'm like flipping everyone off, I'm going fucking nuts and doing backflips and saying, oh, please, save my ass, you're supposed to accept me the way I am. But none of you do. None of you want me to be even your friends on Facebook because you're worried that you're going to say a cuss word. Get over it. Learn to sacrifice your innocence. Get out there in the fucking world and do something right and get down with the dark side. Don't think you're all light, because you're not. Until you've been down in the deepest of the darks, the